Soni, are we going unfiltered now? How are you?
Kamusta, Kuya JP?
Mabuti, how are you?
Very well. Today we have a very special guest on Spill The Karak. Very cool, very authentic, chef to the world, Kooya to me. Let's welcome the OG Chef JP. Welcome to Spill The Karak. But first things first, do you know what karak means?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the first tea I had here in Dubai. It was winter. First time being in Dubai.
Okay.
Had it. Oh, beautiful.
Amazing.
I mean, because first of all, I love cardamom.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's what it is.
Tea.
Spices and cardamom and a rich taste.
And also, I realized that it can also go well with Filipino food.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. How's that? So do you guys have karak with like your dish?
We don't, but the other day we were marinating a chicken and I said, hey, why don't we put karak? Since
No
I'm
way.
drinking it already, let's put it in. And
So
then
you
let's just see.
marinated chicken with karak?
But if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
But you'll notice something familiar.
Okay.
And I guess that's what ingredients, culture is about.
yes,
you know,
it
we
is.
sort of like, we make it we make it work.
Yes, we mix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just like this conversation right now.
Yes. Dubai is all about mixed culture.
Yeah.
Everything that comes together and creates one beautiful thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, anything is possible.
Exactly.
Just as long we're open-minded.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you, Karak.
Thank you, Karak.
Thank you, Karak, for no, seriously,
For existing.
for existing and for giving us this platform to tell our story.
No. Pleasure's all ours. Kooya, what's your story and how did you make it in Dubai?
Okay, so it was the first Christmas of COVID. We got invited to do a pop-up here, and for the first time, I saw someone crying over food. It was like, at first I'm like, what's happening? And then when I spoke to the lady, seriously, she was by herself. She was just like, every spoonful was a story, was a memory,
Right.
was a experience. It was for the first time I said, oh my God, food is beyond flavors.
Yes.
Food is, you know,
To satisfy your soul.
soul,
Yeah.
nostalgia, everything. And from that moment, it sort of like changed my perspective
Right.
in approaching our cuisine. That, you know, it should be for the people and for, I know it sounds cheesy, but
No, it doesn't.
It
No, it
shouldn't
doesn't.
be, I mean, when you do things,
Right.
your why should be clear.
Right.
Right? Should be sincere. If not, then you have a
Get
half.
lost.
Yeah, or it's different.
Yes. I love your restaurant's name, Kooya. That means brother. What inspired it? So I was raised around like a big amount of Filipino community, and I'm cultured by them. I know what Filipino cuisines are like. I grew up eating cassava cake, and so I know what it means. But like, what inspired you to put brother Kooya as the whole identity of your restaurant?
Everyone calls us Kooya here, right?
Exactly.
So what we did is, let's spell it with a double O,
Right.
so that it's quirky and everyone can pronounce it
Right.
properly. And at the same time, you know, everyone here is far away from home. You know, so I guess we're that restaurant that, you know, if you want to have a home cooked meal, we'll look after you.
Yes, and
We're-
I had a meal here. It's absolutely delicious. I can clearly say it's that meal, you know, that makes you get back to my grandma's food vibe.
That's the point.
Like, it's so homely, it's so delicious, and it just hits the right spot.
Thank you.
Chef JP, if you had to describe yourself in just 3 words, what would it be?
Persistent. I won't take no for an answer, especially if I believe in something. Grounded. Like right now, I'm still nervous.
Right.
Even though I'm used to this in a way, but I'm happy that I'm still nervous. And I guess sincere, because I think in a very fast-paced environment, sometimes it's so transactional already, and we
yeah.
forget about relationships.
Right.
We forget about, little things.
Right.
And I think if you're just sincere, example, you're having a bad day and you come off as rude.
Right.
But if you're sincere to that person,
Right.
then it won't come out as bad, or you
Right.
won't ruin his day.
Right.
Just say, hey man, sorry, I'm just having a bad day and I'm just really stressed.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
You just be
You
kind.
just have to say it. Some
Right.
people, I mean, they're consumed by pride or by ego and whatever.
Right.
But you know, it's a simple gesture. I mean, looking someone straight in the eye and saying thank you is more than a 20 dirham tip,
Of course.
right?
Yeah. Okay, how is it being a Filipino and a Kabayan in Dubai? But now you got to get real with me. Now tell me, do you really face any stereotypes?
Yeah.
And do you agree with them?
Yes and no.
Okay, tell me all about it.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes. Let's start with no first.
Okay.
Let's start with the not so great.
Yes,
Then we'll finish it off with
with the good ones.
good ones. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Soni. There is a stereotype. There is a notion or a perception that our food is only for the house
Exactly.
or only for, us. There was this guy that said that, oh, Filipino food, yeah, it's just for workers and the kabayans.
Right.
But no, it's not. But again, it's also our fault because we made it that way.
Right.
We've always, us being so accommodating and so, I mean, we adapt so well to the point that we lose ourselves, that we forget. And then we accommodate so well that to the point that there's nothing left of us. So sometimes, I guess, I don't know. It's in a way. I'm happy also that I didn't grow up here because I learned it. I approach things differently,
Right.
and I believe that our food is good. I believe our food is, can cross borders, can cross boundaries, and that's the stereotype that we need to fight or that we need to prove.
Right.
But first of all, before we prove you guys, we have to prove ourselves.
Right.
So Chef Akmal told me, man, don't do it for future landlords. Don't do it for the press. Don't do it for, fame, for hype. Do it for your community. Because what if you fail? That's what he said. What if you fail in all of the above? But if you do it for your community, you have nothing to lose. And everything to gain. And then that community will help you. With Kooya, look, I'm not saying we're the best, but I guess we're just, again, we're not from here, we're new, so we're shaking the tree, and I'm fine with shaking the tree. I can live with it.
Right.
And I'm okay with it, and I don't want to listen to the noise. Just as long as I have my wife beside me, my family, my baby, my team, then I'm good.
Right.
Then let's go.
That's all that matters in the end of the day.
Let's move forward
Yeah.
and let's change that perception.
Yes, you just got to cancel the noise out and just keep going.
And look, Soni, are we going unfiltered now?
Yeah, you
All right.
are.
I'm quite new here. You've been here all your life, and to be quite honest, I vibe with you, and I appreciate you being so open, and again, this platform telling our story. I say this objectively. Sometimes we're so focused, especially here in the UAE,
With the trends
and perfection.
Right.
I call it.
We lose the individuality and the identity that we have for ourselves. That's what we spoke about. Exactly.
you.
Like when we're so caught up with, trying to fit in here, we really forget to stand out. So that's one thing I think we connected on, and we were like, yeah, we got to speak about this. Because everyone in Dubai, everything's really about the trends and about like being perfect. And also like restaurants looking just right, and
So
people
perfect.
acting just right.
Yeah.
And I think in all of that, you just lose yourself, right?
Yeah.
The authenticity.
Yeah.
The real you.
The rawness.
The rawness, exactly.
Because everything is so glammed up,
Yes.
or so put on that, say a hamburger,
Right,
the nicest part is in the middle,
right.
right? So it doesn't matter if it doesn't look perfect.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. It's slowly starting.
Yes.
I've met a few guys
Right.
in our industry in
Right.
F&B that are like going across the grain and doing things differently and somehow being unapologetic.
Right.
And I guess my wish is for these big PR agencies to also look at the small guys, to also look at the guy that's been making parata for the past 20, 30 years, the OG guys
Yes.
down the road over there.
Right.
And not just focus on the bling bling stuff.
Right.
I mean,
Dubai is so much more than that.
Yeah.
There's so much of culture, there's so much of mix, and there's just so much of authenticity that needs to be highlighted.
there's so many good stuff down the road.
Exactly, yeah.
And they're
yeah.
not expensive.
Right.
And they're so good. And when you have it, you can feel them. You can feel the hands that made it. You
Right.
can feel that they love what they're doing. Versus you go to again, we're back there again because
Right.
I'm so like, come on, man,
Yeah.
just be real. You don't have
Yeah.
to talk to me so scripted. I'm human too. I know you want to be human. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
This is a real one. What would you want the world to know about Filipinos altogether? The Filipino community.
Okay.
The Philippines.
The
What would you
Philippines.
like them to know about that?
That, look, I know we're really good singers, that you go
Really good artists too.
artists, that we
And you guys got great style.
we look after you guys. We
Hospitality.
hospitality. We take care of you guys from
From day one.
from day one, right?
Yes, I agree.
We nurture
Yes.
you guys.
Yes.
And that's a powerful trait of a Filipino. And we also look after you guys when you're sick
Yes.
in the hospital.
Yes, the nurses,
Yeah,
the
that's why-
doctors, the nurses, they're so kind to us no matter what.
No
and
matter
that's
what.
they're the kindest.
Yeah.
And they got style, they know how to sing, they're
Yeah.
artists. So that's what you'd want them to know. And you guys really need to know this about them.
And Sonny, I want it to go beyond that. I want it to go on the table.
Right.
I want that trait to be evident on the plate.
In
Because-
Filipino food.
Yes, because
love
I mean, the downside of us is because we're sometimes timid and shy, and we're super apologetic, and I think we shouldn't anymore.
Yeah.
We've paid our dues and we've worked so hard.
Of course.
I think it's about time to step out and just to. We're not risk takers, and I think we should be if we want to. I know, like, if you have a 9 to 5 job, you think of the same thing
Right.
over and over
We
again.
got to break the cycle.
Yeah.
Be unapologetically yourself.
Yeah, and own it.
And own it. What advice would you like to tell yourself, the younger self, the young JP?
Chill out, JP. Seriously, I do have a temper.
Okay.
And chefs are like fiery,
Right.
And
Said we chill out.
yeah,
Got it.
I would have less enemies if I did that.
Okay. But you know what they say, when you have enemies, you're doing something right. When they're talking about you,
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah,
something right.
yeah. But sometimes,
But sometimes,
that's why I said chill out, because sometimes when you are like when you can't control your emotions,
right.
then there's no turning back.
My brother keeps telling me to chill out my entire
Yeah.
growing up. So I guess I'll take that from you too, because you're my Kooya too now. So I'll take that advice.
Yeah.
Why'd you become a chef? And if you weren't a chef, what would you be?
My love language is feeding people.
Okay.
So hence,
That's why a chef.
cook.
Cool.
If I wasn't, I'd be maybe into this. I'd be a director.
Okay.
Or I'd be in branding, or maybe PR.
Okay.
Because I love to connect with people, and I love to connect people.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, what's your favorite cuisine? And
Chinese.
what is it? Oh, no way,
Yeah,
Chinese.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
My
cool.
comfort food.
Oh, so you just love Chinese
Yeah.
food. Okay, what's like your favorite Chinese restaurant in Dubai?
Yinkege.
Where is that?
Yinkege. In Udmeta.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna go check that out.
Yinkege.
So we're moving on to rapid fire. One word answers, no explaining.
All right, let's go.
Unapologetically yourself. You got this, JP?
Okay, you sure?
Yes,
All right.
got it. Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Drake or Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Okay, now we're talking, JP. In sneakers, high tops or lows?
Lowe's.
That's why we vibe. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
I knew that.
Come on.
Okay. Jollibee or KFC?
Jollibee, come on.
All right, good. I agree with that. House party or clubbing?
House party.
Okay. Beach or the mountains?
Beach.
Okay.
Even though, yeah, beach. All right,
Okay.
no explaining.
No
beach.
explaining. Okay. Karaoke or dancing?
Neither.
No? What? Is that
no.
even allowed?
I don't know how to do both.
Okay, cool. Okay. Oversized or regular fit?
Oversize.
Any day. Rice or bread?
Rice.
Okay. Irwan or Ninong Roy?
Neither. Both.
Oh, okay. And this one is like a make or break.
All right.
Who is the GOAT? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
MJ. 6 championships. Doesn't need a super team. Same team all his life from rookie. Well, 2 teams. He went to the Wizards because whatever.
Okay.
Defensive Player of the Year. And all those 6, I don't know the stats, but MJ, period.
MJ, okay,
Yeah.
got it. What is the advice that you'd like to give to this world? And JP, don't give me those boring answers. Be nice, be kind, hardworking. Nah. Give me the real one. What advice would you like to give to this world, period? Like a good one. Like a you one.
Look, guys, can we just sometimes be fair? We're trying to, I've noticed lately, like one is always trying to outdo the other one. But can we just please play fair for once so that everyone wins? Like I believe that everyone should win. Not just you, not just me, but all of us. There.
That's a good one. That's it on Spill the Karak. Thank you so much, Chef JP, for being here. It was an honor to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.